All right, guys, what's going on? Hopefully you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, and welcome back to another Ultra Impact video. So I've seen a lot of people doing tier list on the game, and again, I'm not knowledgeable on it. I've literally been playing for a week, so I'm gonna do my best. But I wanted to give my opinion on some of the units here. Again, not all that knowledgeable. So if I'm not explaining a character or a unit right, just know I probably never used them, right? So yeah, I'm gonna try my best, but I did want to get my hands on a tier list video as well. Maybe I'll skip over the units that I don't know, or if they are on the My Hero Ultra Impact database, I'll go over them and see where I would personally place them. But yeah, I'm gonna try and place some of these units. Some units in this game are just probably not that useful versus other units which are just really strong, right? So before we get into it, be sure to leave a like and sub to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's get into this tier list. So we'll start off with Froppy. Okay, so Froppy I actually do have. Now, Froppy is a unit that is very heavily based on crits. That's her whole thing, right? So her whole thing is based off of crits, and I don't know how useful that's going to be. For the tower, it's going to be really good, right? Because for the tower you have points, and you're going to need to actually get crits off, decrease crits on the enemies and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. But outside of that, you're not really using this character. She does have a passive skill which can fill blue units ultimate gauge by 30%, which that is good. I'm not gonna take that away from her. That is good, but like all she's really doing is this one thing, which is increasing all allies crit rate, which is strong, again, really strong. But then like she's decreasing the crit rate of enemies, which is good, decreasing defense, but it's only on one enemy, and you have to have a successful chain to do it. I just feel like you're not really gonna use her as much as you might think. So I'm really leaning towards putting her in C, because I don't know if she's the worst unit ever, but she's definitely she has her uses. She has her uses, so I'm probably gonna put her here for now. Maybe I'll change her. Then we got Blue Bakugo. All right, so it's no surprise that Blue Bakugo is at the top for sure, because he is insane. Like, he to this day on JP even is just a really strong unit. He has a lot going for him. Oh, that's the yellow Bakugo. Now the thing about Blue Bakugo, right, is he is a starter character, and he is still amazing. Really good. He has a medium chance to inflict burn if this skill is used in the chain successfully. He decreases enemy defense by 15%, right? If they're burned and he uses his ult, he increases his attack by 50%, so he's really strong. He has a chance to inflict blindness. If you guys don't know what that is, basically that's like accuracy, and there's a chance they might even miss their attack, so that's good. This is an AoE, by the way, so he could potentially inflict this on all the enemies, so that's strong. When his HP is 50% or above, again, having an HP 50% or above condition, very good. He increases his attack again by 35%, and then per defeated enemy he'll increase it by an additional 5%. So that is powerful, man. That's pretty strong. You're not really gonna have much use out of this in like USJ, but you could potentially use this in the tower. And then again, he has another passive where it's 50% or above. Again, usually people who get a second passive when they have this condition, the first part of it, or vice versa, is 50% or above, and then the next one is 50% or below. Both of his is 50% or above, so that's good. He increases his own speed, and then he increases his power by 3% every turn up to 30%. I mean, he's just strong as hell. Like, he's really strong. And he's a blue unit, so blues are just insane in this game. Like, they are actually crazy. Then we got Blue Air Force Deku. I'll probably put him, all right, I'll put him right here for now. I don't know if I'm gonna order this, actually. I might not order this, because every unit is just so like useful. Obviously if they're in S tier, they're very useful, but I don't know exactly how I would order them until I get more knowledgeable and more experience at the game. But this Blue Air Force Deku is very good, because he decreases enemy speed by 30%, right? He decreases enemy crit rate on his ult, and then he deals an additional 50% damage on this Detroit Smash skill if the enemy has a speed debuff, which he does proc by himself. So again, very good. Then he has passive. When he has 50% or more HP, all his skills deal an additional 50% damage. So this skill, this Detroit Smash, will have an additional 100% damage if you proc this second part of it. So that's really good. Like it's insane actually how good this is. And then his second passive, again, like I mentioned before with Bakugo, when units have second passives, right, and they have this HP condition, usually it's 50% or more, and then the second part or vice versa is 50% or less, and that's exactly what this Deku has. But when his 50%, when his HP is 50% or less, he gains evasion, a guaranteed evasion for 3 attacks, which is, I mean, the utility that he has is insane. Increases speed by 40% also, once only. So if you have a healer, you could get this to proc, and then he heals up and still get the additional damage to his skills. He's really good, really good. Wish I had him. Hopefully I can pull him, but he's strong. He's actually really strong. I don't know which Hawks is it. I believe this is the Blue Hawks, and I'm not too knowledgeable on him, so I'll leave him down here for now. Kirishima, Blue Kirishima is really good, I heard. There's not too much of a difference. I think I might put him up here. There's not too much of a difference between him and the red one, but he is still strong, right? He is still very strong. Again, he's better than the red one by just a little bit. I was watching tier list videos, and they basically explained that he has grit, which allows him basically to not die, which is strong. So every time he uses his ult, he will get that. So if you're you building with an ult rush type of team or with a memory, he actually won't die unless the enemy can remove buffs. He actually won't die. He increases his defense also, which is strong. He taunts on his first skill, then he gains a barrier for 2 hits. Then his second skill he counters. Then he gains another barrier. Then he increases his skill damage by 30%, which you really want to use this before you use that. But that that is good because he can counter, and then both of his skills have barriers. like that is good, man. That is good. His passive, right? His first passive, whenever he gets critical damage taken, he increases his skill damage by 5%. I don't know exactly if the skill damage on this unit is that good, but if the skill, because this is a counter, so I'm not sure how counters work, if it's considered skill damage or not, because he just counters with normal attacks, so I don't know. But if this is still considered skill damage when he counters, that is good then. But if not, really, it's only really benefiting his one attack, which is okay. When HP is below 50%, he will increase his skill damage by 35%. Again, he's really heavily having these skill damage buffs, but I just don't know if it's going to be the craziest. I mean, it's definitely going to allow him to hit very hard on this skill right here, for sure. Don't get me wrong. Also, he's blue. He's going to hit very hard, don't get me wrong, but don't know how crazy it'll be in practice. So hopefully I can get him and have, actually use him to see. And then his second passive, he increases blue allies max HP by 25%. So again, very good. He has a really good defense. He counters, increasing his skill damage. He gains grit, so he basically can't die every time he launches his ult. He's just very strong. Very strong unit overall. Momo, I'm actually going to put Momo probably in, I want to put her in B, but I think she's actually in A tier because she does help blue units a lot. The utility that she gives to blues are actually really good, or is actually really good. Momo in herself, though, I don't think she's actually that. Oh, that's not the UR one. I don't think she's actually that crazy, to truth be told. But the fact that she is helping, the team in such a way, because she can remove one basically debuff from all allies, and then she heals 35% HP for the whole team. She fills the plus ultra gauge, which is ultimate gauge, by 20%. She has an AoE. She decreases speed. She increases blue units attack by 25%. So I mean, she, the support that she gives is insane. Don't get me wrong, for sure. Especially this one right here. All allies are immune to one debuff, once only, and then once 50%, or once her HP is 50% or below, she increases her plus ultra gauge by 40%. So again, don't get me wrong, this Momo is good. she is very good with everything that she's bringing to the table. But here's the thing, right? You really want to just run her with blues, which is good because blues are dominant. But there might be a chance that blue units, you know, maybe don't become meta anymore. I don't know how to exactly phrase that, but maybe there's a chance they fall out of meta. I don't know if meta is the right term. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Right? There's just a chance that, you know, blue units might not be used as much in the future, and I think that'll hurt her significantly because her mono blue team is where she shines. No one really uses this Momo outside of the mono blue team, which, I mean, can you blame them? She's really only really useful there because this has a 6-turn cooldown. A 6-turn cooldown, so she can heal, and then you won't be seeing this skill for another 6 turns, which is crazy. She does decrease enemy speed, which is good, but the main thing about this unit is that she cleanses 1 debuff, she increases attack for blue units, and then she allows all allies to become immune to 1 debuff. Like, that's her thing. So again, her Hulk hit based around support, really good, but she herself, like, in terms of her, like, you know, actual skills, it's just support, and she does good, but it's only 6 turn cooldown is insane. It's actually really insane, but I will keep her in A. I will definitely keep her in A. I don't think that she's B, but she's definitely A tier for sure. This world mission Todoroki, Todoroki is insane. Todoroki is actually insane, right? I went over him in another video, and I'm a keep it like real with you. He's probably one of the best units in the game. This Todoroki is a monster because not only is he increasing skills for all allies, right, or increasing all allies skill damage by 30%, he's also, when using the chain successfully, giving them damage reduction by 30%. So that right there on his skills are really good. Then he's increasing his power. All allies gain a 3-turn burn resistance buff, which I don't know how useful that's going to be. But then he has a high chance to freeze and a medium chance to restraint, which is basically a stun. He's insane, right? You're going to be using him. Oh, guess what color he is? Blue. You're going to be using him a lot when you get him. I'm telling you right now, he is going to be a really, really good unit. This Toga, again, haven't had much experience with Toga. Because I don't have her, so I don't want to bash on any of these units too much. Guess what color she is, by the way? Yeah. I don't want to bash on any of these units too much. I heard bleed is a very good skill, but the usage of Toga isn't, you know, the craziest, right? You're not gonna use her all the time. She's really good for story mode, I hear. But as far as like events go, I think I heard she's good on the tower, but other than that, I haven't really heard too much talk about this Toga really. She is a very, very good unit because she has these, you know, these bleeds, the chances. She also fills up her ult gauge a lot, like a lot. I'm not even kidding. Like, this right here fills it up by 50. Then this right here fills it up by 20. So right there, you're looking at a 70% increase, and then 30 right here, so you're basically at 100% when you use these two. Like, yeah, she actually does fill up her ult gauge a lot. It's crazy. And then the crazy part is, this is a 4-turn cooldown. This is a 6-turn cooldown, obviously, which is bad, but I get it. And then she gets high field, which I believe that's the more HP you have, the better your damage is. But I don't like when it's 50% or less. I really don't, which I genuinely hate that. But, you know, she's good. I'll put her in A. She might be B, but I'll put her in A for sure. This Deku, I don't know what Deku this is actually. Again, I don't really use the Deku. Green Midoriya, I actually have not seen any talk about him at all, so this is the first time I'm looking at him, and he has grit. He can gain it. I don't know if he can gain it twice, if that's what that means, or if he has it twice. I'm not sure what that means, but that's good. He has grit. When using it successfully, increases skill damage by 20%. That's good. Increase plus ultra skill damage by 40%. Okay. Then he fills his ultimate gauge by 40%. Okay. All right. Here's his. Okay. When HP 50% or less, increase power by 35, speed 20. Okay. I I actually might put him in B. I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong about him, but I think I'm gonna put him in B. He seems like he is a last, like, I don't know. He seems like he's like a last ditch type of unit, right? Where all your HP is basically gone. He's gonna be insane. I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna be insane once you, because both of these, like 50% or less isn't the best, but then 30% or less. Oh my god, that's terrible. Like, that is actually terrible. And then he can gain grit up to 3 times once only. I'm not, again, I don't know what it means up to 3 times. Like, if you heal up and then go down again, you get it. Which, sure. I don't know. He seems weird. I'm gonna keep him in B. I'm honestly just gonna keep him in B. All right, this Hawks. I'm gonna put this Hawks. I think I'm gonna put him over Toga because I have Hawks and I use him a lot. And Hawks, he is insane. He's actually pretty good. The thing about him, oh, Blue Hawks is on there. Okay, wait, hold on. Blue Hawks wasn't on there. So Hydros, shout out to Hydros, by the way, for making this database. Hydros actually updated this. So Blue Hawks is on here now. Okay, so now we can see what he does. All right, so his skill based on speed. Okay, skill damage, so 150. Skill damage based on speed. Increases skill damage by 40%. Okay. Both his cooldowns are 3. That's pretty good. Prevent debuffs up to 2 times. When speed buff is active, increases crit damage by 30%. When speed buff is active, increase skill damage by 45%. When speed debuff is active, decrease defense by 15%. Okay. And then he does not increase his speed at all. Okay. So I'm tempted to put him here, but I honest to God might put him there. He really, I mean, because use this and his skill damage goes up. Skill damage on speed. Yeah, he's weird. He doesn't have any way of proccing a speed buff for himself, so he needs someone to help him with that, or a memory of some sort. Then when speed debuff is active, I'm not sure if it's like speed debuff on himself or speed debuff on the enemy. I think it's on the enemy. He decreased defense by 15%. I'm not feeling this unit at all. I'm gonna keep him in C. I don't think there's anywhere where you can use this Hawks actually. You can probably, of course you can use him in, you definitely can't use him in USJ. I don't think he's gonna be good in USJ at all, but you could use him in the tower for sure. Like on the beginning stages, you could definitely use him there. PvP, he's gonna get cream pied, I think, because there's nothing he really has. He can prevent, like, this right here is good because he can prevent debuffs up to 2 times, but I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna keep him in C. This Green Hawks is way better. It just has. I don't even know if it's a competition. Green Hawks, I underestimated him. I did, because I thought he was garbage, but he's actually very good. I have him on my mono green team because all I have are green units basically, and he's strong because not only does he give allies increase to speed, right? He has an AoE which does that, and then he has a chance to give allies a second attack for 2 turns. A chance. I don't know what the percentage is, but you know, there's a chance, and it's for all allies, by the way, so that's good. And then when he uses his ult, he increases his damage if the enemy has a speed debuff, but then for 1 turn he gets a guaranteed evasion, which is really strong. So I do like him because I think that he actually is pretty decent. He's solid. He helps out the team with evasion because he can allow all allies to evade 1 attack only once, but it's still good, right? It's definitely still nice to have. And then when his HP is 50% or above, he increases his own speed by 25%. He's gonna hit basically first all the time because his speed is monstrous. So I mean, you just look at him and he's like, okay, he's a speed-based unit. He also crits a lot too. I don't know his crits are actually like really good too. But when evasion is active for his second passive, he increases his own power by 35%. So he can hit hard too. Like he's not bad at all in the slightest. The only thing about him is that he gets increased power by 40% if the enemy has a speed debuff. You're gonna have to rely again on an ally to do that, because he doesn't do it himself, which I think is unfortunate. But all in all, he's solid. He's definitely solid for sure. This Ochako, I think I'll put her right here in the same tier as these guys. Ochako's good. I think she's honestly just a mono green support. She's good for Todoroki, really good for Todoroki. But since Nijiri came out, I think Nijiri is better. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think Nijiri is actually better than Uraraka. If Nijiri wasn't a unit, she would definitely be the best. But here's the thing, right? Nijiri heals, pushes ult for all allies. She also can regenerate HP over time. Like she's just good. But Ochako does apply evasion, so you could combine this with Hawks and make a very good setup for Todoroki for sure. Her all allies crit rate increased by 20%, so you can definitely use this in the USJ for sure. She does have a counter mechanic, and she also increases her damage by 35%. And then all green type units, their power increased by 25%. Like she's not bad. She's definitely still good. But I just think that Nijiri is just better, like all around. I don't even think it's close. This passive right here is insane. So you can honestly like use Nijiri, Ochako, and Uraraka, or you can use like Ochako, Hawks, and Todoroki to make for a really interesting green combination. So you could definitely do that. This Shinso, again, don't have him, but I heard that he wasn't. I heard that he really wasn't the greatest. Where is he at? So this Shinso, right? Or Shinso, I can never pronounce his name. There's a high chance to confuse enemies. Don't know besides PvP where that would come in handy. But okay. He inflicts 350% single damage. Okay, low chance. If this was a medium or even high chance, or a high chance or even medium chance, that'd be good. When using a chain and it succeeds. Okay, so you have to tap. He reduces enemy skill damage by 20%. Cleanse one buff on enemy. Okay, so you can remove one buff. Reduce enemy defense, reduce enemy speed. That's not bad. Here we go again. 50% or less. He deals reverse damage. That's it's okay. Reverse damage is basically the lower your HP is, the stronger your attack is. And I mean, it does combo with that, but I mean, it's okay. Increase plus ultra gauge by 50% once only. At the start of each wave, give self high field for 3 turns. Okay. Reduce enemy crit rate by 30% for 3 turns. Okay. So you can't use them in USJ because you only have 1 wave, but you can use them in a... could you use them in a tower? Because you're only... Because I think it's only 1 wave in the tower as well. Huh. Okay, interesting. He also has high, I mean, he has high field. Can remove 1 buff. I mean, I'm a I'm gonna put him in B. I want to put him in C, like right here. I really want to put him in C. I really do. But I don't know, man. He has a low chance. He reduces skill, reduces enemy defense. That's good. Reduce enemy speed. I'll put him in B. You guys let me know. I'll put him in B. This Midoriya might be better than him, but I'll put him in B because he can reduce speed, which is actually a really good thing to do. And he reduces defense on one enemy, so he could be useful, I guess. So I'll put him there. This Todoroki, this Todoroki's amazing. I'll probably put him here, but this Todoroki's very, very good. Because he's my main character. I know pretty much. I pretty much know everything about him, right? Because I literally awakened him and everything. Like, he's my strongest unit in my box. So what he does on his ult has a medium chance to freeze and a medium chance to burn for 3 turns. The burn is 3 turns. The freeze is only 1. But these both can proc, which is actually very strong. This is good because this is AoE, and then he has a medium chance to freeze all enemies for 1 turn when the chain succeeds, and then he increases his power by 40%. That is very, very strong, and he has a medium again, both of these are AoEs, by the way. He has a medium chance to burn all enemies for 3 turns, and then he increases his plus ultra gauge by 30%. I use him with Nijire and Hawks, and his ults, he's literally pushing out ults, I want to say like 4 times if the match lasts that long. He's literally pushing out ults like all the time, right? So his ult, very, very good, especially when I use this and then I combine it with his ultimate. He's hitting very, very high. This helps him as well push his ult. This is the reason why I built him the way I did, because since he's increasing his ultimate move gauge all the goddamn time, and then he basically gets a 35% jump start literally as soon as you jump into the battle, right? As long as your HP is 50% or higher, he's really, really like going crazy. I don't really care about this too much, but it definitely helps with his performance. Once his HP is below 50%, his power increases by 40%, and then you top it on with that, you're gonna 80% buff to your power, and then he uses his ult, he's gonna go crazy. And then once your HP is 30% or less, he inflicts freeze to enemy whenever he's attacked, and that really, really helps him in PvP. Like, it really helps him in PvP. And the other modes, honestly not too much, but you know, it could help here and there, but he's definitely really, really solid for sure. You can use him in the tower, and he's gonna go absolutely insane. I don't want to say you could use him in USJ. You definitely could use him in USJ, for sure. But there might be better options. Maybe. I don't know if there's better options, but maybe, potentially. But PvP, he's good as well. So he's definitely very, very strong. What is this? I think this is what Toga is that? This is the green Toga. Okay, green Toga. I'm not really sure what she does either. So what does she do? Her ult. She 3 turns, gain evasion, that's good. Low chance to bleed, okay. Medium chance if using the chain successfully, okay. Chance to bleed, okay. When HP is 50% or less, increase speed by 30% when evasion is active. I'll probably put her in C. Honestly, I'll put her in C. She's not really doing too much. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even gonna cap. She's not really doing that much. Plus another 50% or less HP. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm really not. You're not even. I mean, you're getting skill damage. Gain 30%. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't. I'm not really messing with this Toga. If there is a 1A student unit on the team, so you have to have a 1A unit student on the team, yeah, that hurts her, because you want to really run villains with villains, honestly. So that does hurt her a little bit. You definitely could run her with Ochako, the green one. Maybe that's the build that they were going for with this, but I just don't think that she's that good. I really don't. But if you do use her with Ochako, she'll get a increase her skill damage by 40%. And then I don't know if this is separate or not. I think this is separate. When HP is 50% or more, she increases her attack by 20%. That's solid, I guess. But overall, I just don't think that she's gonna be that crazy. Now there's One for All, definitely gonna put him in B. Oh my god. Okay. Or All for One. All for One. Okay, All for One is good. I think the thing about him is that you want to run him with villains. That's his main thing, right? You want to run him with villains. But I do like his ult effect. So he reduces the cooldown on all his skills by 5 when he launches his ultimate. So if you use this before the ult, you can instantly gain this back, and then he can reduce the cooldown on one ally by 1 turn, which is good. This is a 6-turn cooldown, which is crazy, but it's an AoE, and then for 3 turns, enemy action skills deal 25% less damage. That's actually not that bad, really, when you think about it. It's not terrible, because this can help you out a lot. But the thing about it is, he's not the craziest when you actually think about it. Plus, this right here, let me see, all League of Villains, right? So yeah, all League of Villains allies. So again, you want to run him with villains, because he doesn't really have a place with heroes. He really doesn't, right? And there's not too many dark types that you're running anyway. But he definitely could be good. He definitely could be good. When his HP is 50% or less, all action skills deal 50% more damage. So, I mean, he doesn't really seem that crazy on paper, but he could be useful, I guess. Just not too crazy in my opinion. This Izawa, I did look at him, Izawa. I did actually look at him, and I don't think he's that good either. He's okay for sure, but I mean, when you look at him, it's just like, nah, he's alright. Like, he's okay. So I'll probably put him in. I'll probably put him in B, maybe right here. This Bakugo, I have him. I use him. I'm gonna put him right here, maybe. Again, not too knowledgeable in the game, but you know, most of these units I don't have. This Deco, I looked at him. I'm gonna put him in C. You're not really using Deco as much as you might think you will. When the World Heroes Mission units come out, you're not gonna use this. I promise you, you're not gonna use this Deco as much as you think you will. You're just not, right? So I'm gonna put him in C. I'm gonna try and speed up the video because it's going on pretty long. So Kaminari, D tier, U or B. I'm gonna skip through it a little bit. Todoroki, I believe, I can't remember some of these Todorokis, but there's so many Todorokis in the game. Todoroki, he is the purple one. Let's see. Yeah, he's okay. I'll put him in like, actually, maybe I'll put him in A right here. All Might, oh my god. Okay, let me just get this out of the way. Both of these All Mights, they don't really seem that crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're definitely better. I'll put you right here. You're definitely better than him, but they're not that crazy. Bakugo, you're definitely at the top of A for me. Endeavor, I've seen a lot from Endeavor. I think Endeavor might actually be up here, maybe even right here. Kirishima, probably right here. Overhaul, haven't really seen too much on you. Put you right there. Probably right here. Let me see. But Overhaul, actually, I haven't really seen too much of Overhaul. If you want me to be completely honest with you, where is he? Overhaul. Okay, let me see. Apply Fear. I don't know what Fear does, but okay. Low chance to make enemies bleed. Okay, he decreases all enemies' power. That's pretty good. He has this hero condition, which is not bad at all because you're pretty much going to face heroes majority of the time. When HP is 80% or above, oh my god, increase skill damage by 50% at the start of each wave. All allies gain 20%. Okay, auto heal, not bad. When HP is 30% or less, heal 100. Okay, one turn once only. When HP is 30% or less, reduce. He's okay. Wait a minute, hold on. He might actually be. Because if you get this and then heal, you can auto heal again. So that's good. And then you instantly get this passive. So all your skills are doing 50% more damage. AoE, decrease all enemies' power with that AoE. He has a decreased defense skill to one enemy. Apply Fear. What does Fear do? If HP, what the hell? If HP is 50% or less, high chance for unit to not. Okay, that's pretty pointless to have then. Okay. I actually might put him. Actually might put him here. I'm not even gonna lie, I might actually put him there. You want me to be completely honest with you? Because yeah, I mean, he's not bad. He definitely has his uses. This Fear shit, I don't I don't know about that Fear thing, but yeah, he's not bad. He's okay. You could even make a case that he's in B. Maybe he's in B. Maybe he's like right here. I don't know. I feel like he's maybe he's like right here. I don't know where to put him. I actually don't know where to put him. I'm gonna put you here because you're not that crazy either, to truth be told. Let's see. Shigaraki. Yeah, I think I looked at him before. He's not that good. He gives evasion to himself, fills his ult gauge. 7-turn cooldown, horrendous, by the way. He does have grit, or gain grit. He deals 200% to all allies on his ult, and then he does more damage to a single enemy. He inflicts self damage, which hurts him, but it does allow him to get his passive faster. He increases skill damage by 60%. His only attacking card is that one enemy at the start of each wave. Gain high field. No, yeah, he's okay. I think I would put him above All Might, because All Might's conditions to get what he actually needs is crazy, but I think I would put him above here. All Might is definitely above these three. You could make a case. I actually think I might put Deco above him, actually. Yeah, because All Might just needs too much. Like this red All Might, he needs too much to like actually have his effects to work. He just needs too much. This Izawa, I might put him like right next to him. This Izawa right there, he's not. I don't really know how good he's gonna be in practice, but I just don't think he's gonna. When more pro heroes come out, he's gonna be good. But then like he's increasing speed when HP is 50% or less. He can remove one buff from attacked enemy. Yeah, you know what? I actually might put him like right. I actually might put him here. Yeah, I might put him there. This Bakugo. Which Bakugo is this? This is the yellow one. Let's see. If not inflicted with a speed debuff, increases skill damage by 20%. That's a weird extra effect, but okay. He increases speed by 30%, increases crit rate of all allies. That's good. When using a chain successfully, feels okay. That's pretty strong. Okay, I like it. Okay, increase power by 25% when speed debuff is active. Increase skill damage by 15%. What? So you want a speed debuff for this extra effect, right? But then you don't want speed debuffs for these. Huh. Okay. He increases skill damage by 5% every turn. That's pretty good. When not inflicted with a speed debuff, increase plus ultra skill damage by 25%. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. He's a little weird. I think his biggest thing is going to be this for support. He's a little weird, but I actually think that he's pretty solid. I might put him actually above this guy. Cuz purple Bakugo, as I don't know. I don't want to call any of these characters like, except for the ones that are obviously terrible, but he can be useful. But I just don't think that he's like the craziest unit in the world, because he has this, right, which is good because his skills will do an additional 5% damage every turn. So it's sort of similar to the yellow version. He increases plus ultra gauge after 10 turns, which is horrible. This is horrible. That shouldn't even be a thing. So I don't even consider this a part of his kit. But you could use this in like, I guess, USJ, but like that's horrible. Really bad. And then at the start of each wave, he deal heavy damage for 3 attacks, and then heavy damage. I think heavy damage increases. Hold on, give me a second. God damn, there's so many buffs and debuffs, man. Yeah, heavy. Power increases the higher HP. So yeah, he's solid for sure, but you're not really gonna use this too much, I don't think. When HP is 50% or more, increases speed by 30%. So he's okay. Again, I will put him above him for sure. This Deku, I might just put this yellow Deku here. I think when you look at the Dekus, right, the thing that saves this Midoriya or Deku, whatever you want to call him, is the fact that he increases his power by 40%, which is really strong. He increases his own speed by 50%, again, pretty good. And then he also fills up his ult gauge, which is good. But then you have this, which is like, why? Because this is only once per battle. So it's weird because he's doing damage to himself to get this to go off faster, but then he's gonna die. He's legit gonna die. He also has this, which increases his critical rate, which is strong, right? That is good. That is actually good. But the problem is he's inflicting damage to himself. If he wasn't inflicting damage to himself, I actually would I actually, honest to God, would probably put him like maybe right here or maybe like close to him. But since he's hurting himself in the process, and you could bypass that with memories, right? To auto regen HP, or with a support unit like Nijire, for example, you could bypass that for sure. But I just don't think that he's anything too impressive, in my honest opinion. But you guys let me know what you think. He could easily, for some people, be like right up here, but for me, he's gonna be right here. All right, maybe that's a little hurting him too much. I might put him just right next to this Deku, right next to him. I'll do that. Mario, I'm gonna put Mario probably at the top of B. Mario's good, but the thing is, he's really useful in PvP. I hear, right? Mario, where is he at? Or where is he at? There he is. He's really useful in PvP more so than in anything else, because his thing is that he gets evasion. Like he does a lot and you can't touch him. You basically cannot touch this unit. He taunts, right, while gaining evasion on this skill, and then guess what? When evasion is active, he increases his crit rate by 35%. So not only can you like deal damage with him, you're gonna be doing a lot of dodging and weaving and stuff like that, because on his ult he even gains evasion, and then he decreases enemy power to 1 person. He has a low chance to confuse, which isn't that great. And then whenever it's using the chain, it doesn't even have to be successful. He decreases an enemy's power by 25%. Like he's definitely solid for sure, but outside of PvP, I don't know where you would use him too much. You could definitely use him in the tower. I'll give him that, but I mean, there might be some enemies that can just take off evasion completely, right? But if he was giving evasion to allies, oh my God, yeah, he would be insane. Also, another thing too about his first passive, it's another 50% or less passive again, but he does get evasion, and then when HP is 50% less, he increases skill damage by 60% once only. So solid, but nothing too crazy. This Todoroki, believe I will put him like right in the middle, because all he's doing is burn, right? All that Todoroki is pretty much doing is burn. He's heavily burned. See, low chance to burn, medium chance to burn, high chance if using a chain, which is okay, I guess. He gives burn and bleed resistance to all allies when using the skill, which is cool. He increases his crit rate by 30% when using ult, increases power by 3% every turn up to 30%, and he increases his crit rate by 20 when HP is 50% or less. Yeah, so high 50. Yeah, so he's good, but I'll probably put him like right here. To be honest with you, he's just burning. Like that's literally all he does is just burn. Right, he increases his power and stuff like that, and his crit rate, which is strong for sure, don't get me wrong, that could definitely be useful, but I just feel like you're not really gonna use him too much. I do feel like this Bakugo is better. Tokoyomi, he's kind of shit. I'll probably put him up here. I don't think that he's that crazy. He's just double hitting for like, that's it. That's all he's doing is double hitting. And this Nijire is obviously probably, you know, at the top of S class for now, because he's the best unit in, well, I wouldn't say the best unit in the game, but the best support unit in the game for sure, hands down. And that's what gives her the edge over most of the units. So the utilities that she's providing is just crazy. But with that said, guys, it's a really long video, but I hope that I explained some of these units well. I know I don't know the best or, you know, most information about the game, but I tried. I definitely tried. So yeah, you guys let me know what your personal tier list would be, or where you would place some of these units. And yeah, I ranted and talked long enough. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and that's gonna be it. I'll see you later.